Are you looking for the last set of headlights you'll ever need for your F-150? Well, check out these Elite Max headlights from Diode Dynamics that are fully customizable. So what we have here is the Diode Dynamics Elite and Elite Max series headlights for your 2021 to 2023 Ford F-150. One of the really nice things about these headlights is they're completely customizable, and it can all happen from right there inside of your cabin. So the completely customizable DRL is pretty unique. You can change the color of these lights from clear to amber. You can have them match the bottoms. The turn signals, you can go from a normal turn signal to a sequential turn signal. So there's a lot of customizing you can do to these, giving you countless different varieties and options that you can do. These lights even feature a greeting sequence. That means they will actually greet you, and that too is customizable, or you can turn it off completely. Speaking of more customizing, let's say you like to take your F-150 to car shows, hang out with everybody. There is a show sequence of these lights. That's right, you can toggle from inside the vehicle 4 different show modes where the lights are randomly doing things from different strobe patterns, white, amber, a mixture of them both. So talk about a light that's got more options than you've ever dreamed. These Diode Dynamic lights are the perfect fit for that 2021 to 2023 F-150. Let's talk about the light output. It doesn't matter whether you have factory LED lights or halogen lights, these are going to be significantly brighter. Even if you have the off-road package down below, that is going to absolutely light up the road. And it's something that if you're out there off-roading, which a lot of people do in their F-150s, you're going to turn your wheel and it is going to shine and cast that light in different directions before you're actually turning and moving your vehicle forward, which is a really cool function for all you off-road guys. You could also configure the high beam to make all 3 additional lights come on at once, therefore really lighting up the road or the path that's in front of you. Speaking of which, these 2 lights are going to communicate together, meaning when you change some of the functionality, you don't have to go and do different programs for each one of them. They're going to communicate together with each other. And because it's Diode Dynamic, you know you're getting a premium product. These are UV coated lenses on here, which means they're going to give you performance that lasts a really long time. Speaking of quality, these are OEM level type connectors. It is a plug and play design that's completely waterproof. Now, if you do go for the optional off-road lighting, like any other aftermarket off-road lighting, you are going to have to put a toggle switch inside your vehicle to control those lights. Now with the fog lights, you do have 2 options to pick from. You can either go with the clear fog lights with the clear lens, or the yellow fog lights with a yellow lens. So keep that in mind when ordering which one you want for your ride. Because these lights are engineered and assembled here in the United States, they come with Diode Dynamics 8-year warranty, which is huge. So that means they're going to last you a really long time. Now, enough about all the things that these lights can do. Let's go ahead and head to the back and get them installed. Here are the tools required for the job. Start with the 2 7mm bolts securing the bumper trim to the fender liner. Repeat this on the other side. The rest is clipped in place. Start at the outside and work your way towards the center. Pull the area around the headlights straight out and not at an angle. Take your time doing this. Work both sides from the outside in. Depending on the age of your vehicle, the clips might be more brittle than some others. Pull the center area out and the trim piece can now be set aside. An extra set of hands might be helpful. Up top, there are 13 plastic push pins securing the radiator support cover. These 4 larger clips don't actually have to be removed as they'll come out with the grill. Now the cover can come out. It may be caught on the intake, so lift that up to make room. The grill shutter and camera washer connectors can be removed, as well as the clips holding them in place. The camera cleaner can be disconnected by squeezing the oval-shaped tube into a circle to remove it. There are 4 10mm bolts that need to be removed, holding the top of the grill in place. In the bottom corners, there are 2 8mm bolts that need to be removed. At this point, you want to remove the grill by pulling straight back and away from the vehicle. It may seem like the lower part is still bolted in, but as long as the previous 6 bolts have been removed, there are only clips holding it in place. There's also a rubber seal below that it may be caught on as well. So make sure that that is out of the way and pull firmly but not aggressively to remove it. There's a plastic clip on the top of the headlight that can come out now. Then 2 10mm bolts up top. And 1 down below. In the other lower corner is an 8mm nut. Be careful not to drop this when removing it. The headlight can now be pulled away and unclipped from the body. Each of the connectors can be unplugged at the back of the headlight. Grab the adapter harness and find the respective connectors for each of the plugs you just removed. This chart can help you with your specific lights. Either way, you will have unused connectors. If you aren't installing the fog lights, skip to the time shown on the screen. If you are installing them, disconnect this large body harness by pulling up on the gray lever. Go ahead and use a trim tool to unclip the wire harness. And unplug the connectors at either end. Pull the body harness off the frame. This is held in place with a plastic clip. There are 3 21mm nuts holding the bumper in place and are located in this area. Here is where you can see them on either side of the frame rail. Getting them loose may require a breaker bar, but once you break them loose, they'll come out. Just be careful with the last 2 nuts as the bumper is heavy and might require a second hand. On either side, there are 3 13mm bolts holding the air dam in place. There is also a wire harness connector that needs to be removed. Then the air dam comes out. Disconnect the fog light. Then there are 4 T30 Torx screws holding the housing in place. Unclip the wire harness from the factory fog light. And the entire housing can be removed. Go ahead and repeat this process on the other side. Now you can get the new diode fog light in place. Secure it down with the Torx bolts. Plug the fog light harness into the plug on the left side. You can now get the driver's side installed. And the factory harness will also plug into the connector on the left side. It will not be mirrored. The right side connector is left for the communication harness. You can now reinstall the air dam and get the bumper back on the truck. For the turn signals, tap the blue wire on the driver's side and the yellow wire on the passenger side. Then connect the communication wire to the respective side. If you have the Elite Max lights, there's an additional harness for the off-road lights. Route one connector to each side where the headlight connector is. There will be an open plug on the adapter harness. Then connect the negative and positive ring terminal under the proper nut on your battery. Black to negative, red to positive. Then after that, it's up to you where you want that switch to run. There's a grommet next to the brake booster on the firewall that you can use. Plug in the main headlight harness as well as the communication harness into the headlight. You can go ahead and secure the excess wires with a zip tie. Then push the headlight into place. For now, just use a bolt to hold it up so it doesn't fall off. And now is a good time to check and test the functions and make sure everything is working properly. Once you verified everything is good to go, begin to tighten everything down on the headlight. The lower bolts can now go back in. Any loose wiring can be tied together and tucked away. We use the radiator support to hold up the excess wires. The grill can now go back on. As well as those electrical connectors. And then the two 8mm bolts. Then that lower trim piece can be put back on. Press from the center out and make sure the clips are lined up first. Then work your way out to the sides. making sure that the area below the headlights is clipped in first. The radiator cover can be reinstalled. And now it's time to align the lights. They should be mostly there, but to adjust them, you're going to go through the fender liner. Here, you can see the lower beam adjustment and the upper beam adjustment. There's a horizontal adjustment as well, but Diode says this is already aligned from their facility. We've linked a guide of how to program the lights, but simply put, you're going to turn your lights off and then turn back on your parking lights a certain amount of times. This is 3 times, which programs the DRL. Flash the high beams to cycle the options. Parking in front of a large window or a business will make this process a lot easier. After that, your installation is complete. These things are wild. Obviously, you can get the headlight or the fog light, but both of them paired together is the best option. Now, we said they're customizable, and we mean that. They've got built-in off-road lights, and everything is adjustable from inside the cab. You don't have to pull out the light, get behind it, do any wiring. You simply turn on your headlights 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. This is 5 times, so this is gonna be your startup sequence. But super cool product that's really gonna help your F-150 stand out from the crowd. If you're interested in these, you can pick them up at Steeda.com. So hit like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and remember, speed matters.